Ramble.
Thank you to Chime for sponsoring this episode. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of You Can Sit With Us. I'm one of your hosts, Becky, and I'm joined by Matthew.
Hello.
We have Rainie on the ones and twos.
Hi.
And we have a very exciting guest today. We have friend of the pod, Jonathan Tilkin.
Hello.
He is a musician who you probably know from the TikTok.
The TikTok.
Yeah,
You are
you
TikTok
love TikTok.
Viral, TikTok famous.
That is what people say.
That is what I am saying.
I love that. I feel like I can't say like,
Yeah.
yes, I'm very TikTok famous without it just sounding like, oh.
No, you are very TikTok famous. You have like 3 million, 4 million followers.
Around, yeah.
Around
in
there.
that area, yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. You probably have over 1 million, billion combined views of all your videos.
I would say trillion.
Trillions.
Yeah, a few trillion.
You've sung with such celebrities such as Darren, Chris,
Yes.
and
Tori Kelly.
Tori
Kelly.
Kelly.
Andy Grammer.
Andy Grammer.
Yeah, there we go.
Rainie's excited.
He's great.
Really?
Let's get that out of the way now. He's
Okay,
amazing.
good.
Yes.
That's a relief.
Yes.
The drama will come later.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mm.
Well, Jonathan, we're so excited to have you
so happy
here
to be
today. We have some questions from our audience because we asked them, we probed them about questions they would have for a musician.
Okay.
We actually had some really interesting ones pop up.
We did, yes. But first, we want to get you warmed up. You know, we just don't
Okay.
want to throw you in.
Oh, okay.
And we know that you're, you know, since you are famous on TikTok, your TikTok For You page must look so different than ours, right?
That's
Probably.
true.
So we wanted to do a gauge of what's on your For You page right now. Like what's
Okay.
going on? Like
Yeah.
what side of TikTok do you view in your spare time when you're not performing?
Okay, so here's the thing. I have my account that's like for business, like when I'm looking for like inspiration for singing and other singers on the app. And then I have my one that's like after hours when I just want to like veg out and enjoy
So you have a
videos.
fake
A Finsta.
TikTok? What do you call
I mean,
a fake TikTok?
A TikTok?
That sounds like you're cursing at me in another language. Oh my gosh.
Your
But yeah.
TikTok is insane.
And then my real one is like every one of my friends that I'm done videos with singing songs. And I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. I should sing that next week.
So then it's just all music.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Or people like having opinions about music. I
Mm.
typically scroll past
Reviews.
this though.
Reviews.
Yeah.
Have you had any like vocal coaches respond or
I thought
duet?
you were just going to do
Your
a
TikTok?
question.
Well, I was
Have
like-
you ever had any vocal coaches
Yeah.
ever?
Because you know they do that. Because they do that on TikTok. They're always like a vocal coach is like, oh, she just
Oh,
hit that
duets.
high deep,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, yeah. Like I think like one of the biggest ones that I know is Cheryl Porter.
Mm.
She's trying to. How do you
I'm
just-
nodding my head.
Okay.
I'm like,
yes,
oh,
of course,
Cheryl,
of course.
obviously.
She's great. She's reacted to a few of them. She's always so nice. And then there's been a few other ones, but she's like the big one that's like really shown a lot of love.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
we love that.
She's like 8 or 9 or 10 or 12 million followers. Like it's crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
I mean, my side of TikTok right now is very different.
Okay.
It's constantly changing.
I'm scared.
You know, evolving, metamorphosizing. Right now, somehow I found myself on the lupus TikTok. It's very
Matt,
strange.
Are we going to have to cut like 20 hours? What are you about to say?
No, it's just about people with lupus and like how they're trying to cure it with all these different things. It's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Like a lot of them will
That's
do
good.
like
I thought Matt was about to say lupus wasn't real, and I was like, Matt.
no, like they use like the bee sting
Matt.
therapy and like
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
I've
So
never
I've just
heard
gone
this.
down a rabbit hole, and that's my TikTok right now.
Of lupus, which is
Yeah.
an autoimmune disorder, right?
Yeah.
Or disease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Did the bees help?
Some people it helps.
I know Selena Gomez has lupus. Right?
That's what I was
Yeah.
going to say.
Yeah.
I actually was
Who
just at
knows?
a party the other night and everyone was talking about lupus. I'm not joking.
Maybe this is why it's just like
It's
in the
just in
ether.
the-
It's
you
in
know?
the
Yeah.
zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What's on yours right now, Becky?
Well, mine
What are
is
you For You paging?
obviously very different than yours. With
No
the-
dogs, no lupus. But
No dogs, no lupus. It is a lot of baby things, like baby information, baby like gadgets. Someone's always wanting to sell a baby gadget left and right.
I thought you were gonna say sell a baby.
Everybody's trying to give me a baby.
Are you easily like sold on a baby
buy.
product?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
You do a lot of TikTok shopping?
I don't actually use the TikTok shop app
Fair.
for that. But like if one person says like, I'm an occupational therapist and this toy is really good for tummy time, I've absolutely put it in my cart immediately and bought it.
Yes.
Literally no research if that person is an occupational therapist. No research.
All the reviews are like,
looks
this might
truthful.
turn your baby blue, but
Yes. Didn't look at a single one. But you know what? That is how I got to the Purple Monkey and a Bubblegum Tree toy, which you probably don't know about
I
since you
don't.
don't have a baby.
I don't.
We're surprising the audience.
Actually,
you
let
don't
me
have
tell
a baby.
everybody.
Yeah. Surprise
Yet.
announcement.
You don't have a
Do
baby yet.
But there is this toy that is a piano and the baby hits it and there's a song that lots of parents know and it's
Baby Shark?
No, it's about a purple monkey living in a bubblegum tree, and then you could swing through the vines, and you would swing to me.
So cute.
So maybe if you need inspiration for your next cover.
You know, I don't know any like big like TikTok singers that are like really making a niche in the child
They should.
care niche of TikTok. I don't know what we call that.
Well, I guess there's not a great way to show babies TikTok on your phone. I feel like that's...
But like,
Yeah, I was like, that's more like
okay,
the
so-
Wiggles or something, or like Teletubbies. Or
Yeah.
like,
Because I do because like, have you seen like Miss Rachel?
Yes.
Like, is there like a singer equivalent of that? Like someone that like it's for
she
like.
sings.
Oh, she does.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Miss Rachel. I don't know your content well enough. I'm very sorry.
Respect. Put some respect
on
on
her name.
But isn't she singing so that they'll digest the content? Right?
Yeah.
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 It's
And
not
she puts
singing
on like
for
a
them to learn
voice.
singing.
Yeah. And she puts on a voice because kids, that's why like when you talk to babies, you like inherently are like, oh my God, you're so cute. Your voice goes up. Babies like actually respond to that more than like a deep low.
That's crazy.
Hey, baby.
Yeah. Hey, baby.
Too deep.
Okay,
Okay.
I think we found your new side of
Great.
TikTok.
There we go.
We
Thanks.
found a
Okay.
new niche for you.
So we just want to get to know you a little more.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Because these are the things that I know about you.
That's like, fuck the advice. I would like to
I wanna know
begin
what
with
you
a
know
get to
about
know
me.
you.
We know that you're
Yes.
from Florida.
Unfortunately,
A
yes.
Florida man.
He's a Florida man. Yeah. You sing in your kitchen on TikTok all day.
That is true.
That's what I envision you doing.
all day long.
Oh, yeah, so that is your kitchen
that
for
is
the
my kitchen.
audience. I feel like that's always a
Wow.
question.
That is a popular question. People also ask, like, do you and Anthony live together a lot? Like the guy that I
Oh,
record with,
yeah.
we don't.
You don't?
It's
You're just
just mine.
besties.
He just comes over?
He just comes over. Yeah.
Wait, how did you meet him?
How much time do we have?
We have 1 hour and 1 minute left.
Okay, this is the 10-second quick story is during the pandemic. Remember like the Hype House when that was like a whole
Yes.
era.
Ah.
So
Love.
we wanted to like make like a singer version of that, and there was like a Snapchat group, and through that there were like 25 of us, and Anthony was like one of the last ones to join, and then like a week later we were like, maybe we'll go do our own thing, and ended up starting a group called Ear Candy, which. Now I'm getting into a whole other story, but we got signed during the pandemic to Republic Records, recorded an album, and then
Wow.
we've just stayed friends throughout all of that.
What's the album called?
An Ear Candy Christmas.
Christmas
I
album.
love it. Stream
Acapella.
now.
Acapella Christmas album.
Oh, acapella. Okay.
No
Amazing.
beatboxing though, so that's kind of like where we were like differentiating from like pentatonics. It was like snaps and claps and like other, I want to say like earthy things, but that sounds like there's no bongos.
Like tools,
yeah, like
sticks.
it just wasn't like no one was being like. There was
Oh,
like
yeah.
none of that kind of stuff.
Wow.
A
Wow.
professional beatboxer in the house,
Whoa.
guys.
Whoa.
We just cats and boots and cats.
Okay.
Add that to the list.
Of special talents?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of things now we know about you.
Write it down, Matt.
The
Write
other
it
thing
down.
is Diane Keaton shared one of your videos.
Diane Keaton did. Yeah, so I did this one video when The Little Mermaid came out. We did
whole new
me,
world.
my friend Anthony, and this other girl, Natalie Jane. As everyone will probably remember, she was the girl that was crouched on the counter that we were discussing earlier.
Crouched on the
Love
counter.
Natalie. Great voice, and she definitely knows how to like stir the pot so people watch the videos. She's a smart girl. She's a really smart girl. And yeah, that video really took off on Instagram in particular. I think it has like 20 million views.
Dang.
And we ended up with like Diane Keaton reposting it,
Yeah.
like not just on her story, like on her actual grid.
I love that journey for Diane Keaton and for you. I love
Like-
that she was like, I love this so much. I'm
So
putting it
good.
on my grid.
And she reposted like 3 of them for her
Forever.
stories, and she's like, "I'm literally in tears." And I was like, "You're in tears. I'm in tears."
Did you message her?
I commented on all the things, and I was like, "Oh my god, like thank you so much. You're such a legend." She's like, "No, you're the legend." And I was like,
Okay, well now you have to get that tattooed on your
Wow.
body.
"No, you're the
Diane
legend."
Keaton said
Diane
I'm the
Keaton.
legend.
Diane Keaton told me I am the legend.
There we go.
I love that. So did she follow you back?
no. But that's just because I didn't follow her quickly enough in like the scheme of all of it. And I just don't think she ever saw, which is okay. Because
There's a limited window.
Exactly. Because I'm sure she was like looking and then saw like, oh, you're following or not. You know what I mean?
You think Diane Keaton went and saw that you weren't following her and was like, I will not follow her?
No, I think it's more
him.
like she was probably like, while she was on her phone, if I had followed her and she saw that notification, I'm sure because she followed Anthony because he did that, but I didn't want to be the person that like
my God.
disconnection.
Exactly, because I get so torn because sometimes people like really like Luis Fonsi, who Despacito is his big song.
Okay.
Like he followed, and I was like, well, I don't want to follow now just because you think that like I'm just like clout chasing and you know what I mean. Like I am a fan of yours, but I didn't already follow you. I get up on my head a lot.
But I feel like if they follow you, then you can follow them back.
That's
you know
that's what I think.
That's the difference. Like Diane Keaton wasn't already following me, so I think that's why I was like, well, let's not make it like a thing. Like we'll just be like cool. We'll be chill about it.
We'll be chill.
And now I'm like,
relaxed.
Until you
why
meet
should
in
I chill?
person.
Until we meet in person.
And then you have to be like, Diane Keaton.
Can I be in book club
posted
4?
my story, remember?
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Book club 4.
The final chapter.
to end all trips.
Okay, Diane Keaton is not going to follow you after she hears that.
I know, please.
Hashtag Diane follow
I'll make
me.
more singing videos for you.
Hashtag Diane lives forever. Okay.
Yeah. Hashtag Diane does live forever. We saw her in Palm Springs once.
We did.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She was just walking down
On
the street.
sidewalk. Yeah.
And I was like, Matt, there's Diane Keaton. He turned away.
I
and
feel
there
like
she was.
Is that normal to like see a lot of people in Palm Springs when you're there?
I mean, there's a lot of people there, but
I say that because a few weeks back when I was in Palm Springs, I was just walking down the side of the road and I was like, this voice sounds really familiar. And it was Idina Menzel sound checking.
Whoa.
And I like walked like a foot from the stage because like
she was performing.
she was performing at like 10 o'clock at night. And this was at 8:30 in the morning. So I wasn't anyway,
That's
my point
pretty
is like,
early.
I guess I was just asking like, do you find that you constantly running into people of notoriety in Palm Springs?
Probably more in LA than Palm Springs.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like my
Whatever.
only celebrity sighting in Palm Springs was that time with Diane Keaton, which I actually saw her in Pasadena. We were at the same antique store once too.
You guys have the same taste in places.
I think we do. We both like
Did you
to
say
be
hi?
like cozy. No, she had just like, I was waiting for the bathroom and she had just used the bathroom. So I didn't want to comment either
Oh my God,
way.
you use the same bathroom as Diane Keaton.
Wow.
My booty sat where Diane Keaton's booty sat. Or squatted, I guess. We squatted in the same place.
Cute.
I love the visual. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you.
So cute.
It'll be our thumbnail.
Okay. So, okay.
Can you show us what the squat looks like?
Yeah, give me one second.
Okay, great.
So we want to test your musical talents, you know,
Yes.
just a little bit.
Okay.
Well, and as a TikToker,
Yeah.
you would have to know of the TikTok trend. Do you know the one when you know the words to the song? Sing along. Sing along. Okay, so we did a riff on that because I think one note is hard if you're not both singers. Sure. You know what I mean? So we thought we'd give you a couple more
We
words.
also like we don't know each other's taste well enough yet.
That's true.
Like no, like oh, she's probably
So we're gonna give you the first three words of a song. We're gonna sing it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when you know the words to the song, sing along.
And are
sing
these
along.
just like any songs, or these are like songs that you think are like currently?
any song?
Any song.
Any song in all of time.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So Matt's gonna go first.
Mhm. My first one's a little hard,
Okay.
but maybe you'll get it because of your musical ears.
And Matt used to sing.
Okay.
I did, but I
You
feel
might.
like it's more fun for me to not sing it, you know?
So you're purposely gonna make this game hard so Jonathan never comes back
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Because Jonathan's too good. You have to knock him down a little
Okay.
bit. You know?
I definitely need to be humbled on my stream because I'm always singing on my stream. It's like 3 hours long.
Oh yeah.
And I'll be, it's a mic just like this. And because I'm like singing and like a burp comes, like it happens.
Yeah.
Like you're like using your stomach to sing. I'll end up just burping in the middle of a song. And like at this point, like I don't even try and hide it because what am I gonna, like no. And so everyone just like type la burp as whenever I do that. Just like 30 people, la burp.
La
How many
Yeah.
burps? How many burps a stream do you have?
Honestly,
Well, when you're singing,
okay, it's the singing and also I do like seltzer water.
He's chugging seltzers and singing
It's
for
usually
3
like
hours.
no, I don't usually drink them during the show. I tried one time. I did like a seltzery like energy drink because I was just that day and
A White Claw, yeah.
the whole time a White Claw.
I like the idea that they call it Le Burp because of
Le
Le
Burp.
Croix.
I wonder if that's
Is
why.
that were you ever drinking a Le Croix in front of them?
No, and it's also like L-E.
Isn't that what Le Croix is?
L-
Is
I think it's like LA.
LA.
La Croix.
So is le like French versus la? Or, I don't know.
No. I mean, one's masculine, one's feminine.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they think my burp
In
is very
French.
masculine?
A manly burp.
A manly
I don't know what burp is in French.
burp.
Maybe it's
Burp.
maybe
Burpee?
it's masculine.
I don't know.
The new year is a great time to start over, to start fresh, and start building your credit. No matter how you're starting off the year, when you use the secured Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card, you can build your credit scores with on-time payments for everyday purchases. Plus, there's no annual fee, interest, or credit check to get started. You can use it everywhere Visa credit cards are accepted, and you can build credit using your own money. You can get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit, and you have access to 60,000 fee-free ATMs. Start building your credit. Open a Chime Checking account with at least $200 qualifying direct deposit to get started. Get started at chime.com/sitwithus. That's chime.com/sitwithus. The Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card is issued by the Bancorp N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members FDIC. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal and over-the-counter advance fees may apply. Call 1-844-244-6363 for details. Late payment may negatively impact your credit score. Results may vary. Early access to direct deposit funds depends on payer. Spot me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Anywho, we're going to give you the first, let me wipe that tear away. So we're actually going to give you the first 3 words to the song instead of just the one word.
Okay.
Because we think it might be a little too hard that way. But who knows? Maybe once we get going, we'll cut it back.
Okay.
Maybe you're going to go expert level on us.
I doubt it.
So these are any songs in the whole history of songs.
Yes.
Easy.
In the whole history of songs.
In the whole history of songing.
I especially love songs that don't start with words. You know? They start with syllables.
Is this Bad Romance by Lady Gaga?
How did you already know my first one? I didn't even have to give you. What? What? How did you know that?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I was thinking, I was like,
I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just gone for it, and then you would have gotten it wrong.
We're gonna go, rah, rah, rah.
No, it starts with O.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
We're going to actually sing it or just go, oh, oh, oh?
Well, now I'm going to go O for the rest of
Okay.
them because you were too good.
Wow.
Okay, now you have to do your second one.
No, it's your turn,
With
Becky.
no explanation.
It's your turn, Becky.
Oh my God. Okay, let me see what.
Okay.
I left my phone outside, so it's charging. So Matt, I took a screenshot, sent it to Matt. Okay. Oh yeah. I thought that.
Oh, good. At least do something because you got mine way too easy and I'm upset.
It's da, da, da.
I
Are
mean,
those the notes?
those are that's questionable.
Okay.
I tried to play this game with Keith before, who can sing, and I've been told maybe I don't always sound like the way it
No, I was
comes
just
out.
verifying the notes. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Listen to the words.
I thought that.
I feel like from your energy, it's
Yeah.
like a girl pop song. It's not? Okay, I'm wrong. Let's hear. What is it?
Or maybe do 2 more words.
Okay. Oh yeah, how many words
I
does
feel
it
like I
take?
gotta look up the other one. I thought that. I've been here before, I think. Hold on, Matt. I'm going into your. Where's your.
Instagram.
Matt, where's your internet?
Chrome.
Where's your Chrome?
Chrome. Mm-hmm.
I thought that.
See,
Anything?
you're not psychic.
I'm really not.
You're not
I gotta look
psychic.
up all the lyrics. It's been
You
a
just
while
know
since.
Lady
Oh,
Gaga.
yeah. Because I haven't listened to this artist in a while.
Okay.
This is an older song.
Okay.
I thought that I'd been.
Hurt before. Why do I know it? I thought that I've been hurt before. Oh, you let me in. I couldn't sense the Shawn Mendes. Stitches?
Yes!
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Becky loves
I
Shawn
thought
Mendes.
that you're. You got. Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Was
yeah, yeah.
this kind of, I thought that.
No, you're totally right. Damn.
Okay, Matt, your turn.
You did a good job.
Me asking
You
if it
did
was-
a good job.
Me asking if it was girl pop.
You did it.
Sorry, Sean.
You did it. You did a good job.
Thank you.
Expert, we're going to give you one for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. We're
Yeah,
generous.
you got it.
We're
Very
generous with
generous.
the points here.
Okay.
Well, I
do
guess now he has 2 because he got mine
Oh, yeah,
without me even
that's true.
singing. Okay.
So you have 2 and Matt has -1.
Okay.
I have -1. I already lost the game.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Am I
Clear
still
the vocal
guessing?
cords. Yeah.
The game's still going. This
It's
is
you.
all
You're
you.
the guesser.
Okay,
It's all
okay,
you.
okay.
You're only guessing.
I'm only great.
You're the star.
Honestly, that makes me very happy. So I'm good.
Instead
we do
of
it to
you,
each other and we just crush it.
instead of
One
you
note.
singing for us, we're singing for you.
I love. No, thank you.
We wanted to keep you on your toes.
Thank you. Listen, there's endless videos of me singing. This is way more fun.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not the. His face. It's not the.
I feel like I want to go bare necessities, but there's no way that's what you're singing. I
That's
don't
not
think those
it.
are the words either.
Do it again.
It's not the.
It's not the. Keep going.
It's not the pale moon that excites me, that thrills and
Are
delights
you
me.
joking?
Oh, no. No.
I don't.
What song is this?
Is this Moon River? Like, what is this?
No, but it's a jazz.
Oh, I could tell. You little jazzy vibrato shake. It's not that. I was like, okay, Ella.
I mean, she did sing it.
Did she really?
Yes.
Look at me.
Okay, give us the ditty,
Yeah, what is it?
Matt.
What is
It's not the pale moon. It's not
And?
the pale moon that excites me, that drives and excites me. Oh, no, it's just the nearness of you.
Nearness of You. Is that the name
Yeah.
of the song? Okay. Okay.
See?
That was,
So now you lost one.
well.
Oh, but did he? Or maybe Matt lost
One
another
more.
one.
One more, Becky. You can do one
Okay,
more.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do another one.
Do you
I
need-
don't know if
do
I
you
should
need your
do.
list?
Yeah, because I don't know if I should do the second one or the third one.
Do one more. And then we have a bunch of advice from the audience that they want from you.
Oh, I thought they were going to give me advice. I was hoping.
No, they want your advice.
Okay.
Okay,
Great.
so
Yeah.
I think this is the easier one. I'm gonna go with the easier one.
It's like in a foreign language.
It's my favorite French song. Le Belle et le Bête Boy. Do you know that's an actual, is this French song we had to listen to in high school? And it was a rapper.
Sweet.
Never heard
Sang
it.
about the beauty and the bad boy. Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Something in the...
Something in the way she moves. Is it really?
That was it, yeah.
I don't remember how the tune goes or the name of the song, but
It's called Something by the Beatles.
oh,
Something in the way
I should
she
definitely know that
moves.
title. I feel like anyone that likes the Beatles is going to be like, he's not a real singer because he doesn't know the Beatles. I do know. I mean, I know the Beatles.
You're supposed to
You
know
never heard of the Beatles?
every name
No,
of
I'm
every
kidding.
song ever.
Yeah, you're supposed to know every song ever. That's what musicians are.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
We're
That's what
we
you
like
are.
Spotify.
Yes. Yes.
100%.
Exactly.
All right, that was my easy one.
Amazing. Well, thanks for. Whoa.
Wow, athleticism.
Thanks for playing with us.
Thank you for playing with
We'll
me.
see you next time.
Thanks so much for having
Well,
me.
we'll see you next
Bye,
time.
Jonathan.
All my socials are at Jonathan Tilkin.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
So we have some questions about you from the audience that people wanted to know.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we'll get to advice like eventually, like whenever Matt wants.
And then yeah. So you're one of like the OG TikTok people.
Yeah.
Because TikTok has been around for how long? 3 years? 4 years?
I think it
5 years?
I think it officially became TikTok and not Musically in 2018.
I didn't even know that there was a Musically.
So how has it
Music.ly.
changed? I didn't even know what that was. Like how did it
Musically?
change? Yeah, how is Musically different than TikTok?
So
Like, how has
Musically
it
was
changed
pretty
over
much.
time?
I was not really on Musically because that skewed very, very young. Like I'm 29 now, and I was probably 20. What's math? 25, I guess, when I got on TikTok. And at the time, like Musically was like 13 to 16.
Very
And it was
young.
all lip syncing. Like, have you seen the Tube Girl trend?
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of like that, where it's like everyone's like very like animated
Yeah.
and
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
And then I guess the TikTok brand from China wanted to buy an app here. I don't know why. And then
For information.
for information.
Well, I'm also like, I feel like we should all know what the company that bot TikTok is, because there were all of those Senate hearings about it, and they just kept saying it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But I don't remember.
ByteDance, the parent company?
ByteDance, yeah.
Yes.
ByteDance.
Yeah, so there was Musical.ly, and then there was like a 3-month window where the legal name of the company, I believe, was TikTok, parentheses, formerly known as Musical.ly.
Oh, wow.
Transition.
And you didn't have to get a new app. It was the same app. It just like converted or whatever. And so I jumped on it during that 3-month window, and it was a very different app.
Oh.
Yeah, like the vibe was just very different vibes.
What? How? Yeah.
It was
What do you mean?
so there were no filters yet. There were no no green screening. It was an era where it's like if you wanted to do a sketch of some sort. I almost said sketch, like a combination of skit and sketch. You're welcome.
Girl.
Inventing words here. And it would be like you would wear like a sign that would say like mom. So like if you were playing the role of your mom, you'd have to literally wear a sign called mom, and then you would change perspective and it'd be like me. Like it was just like very DIY. And that was actually kind of the fun of it. And at that time, it's like if you had a viral video that got 1 million views, like everyone on the app had seen it. Where now it's like I've seen videos with 150 million views that I've never seen. I'm like, from singers. And I'm like, I'm a singer. I watch singing content. I've never, like, how is that possible now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
There are a lot of people using it.
Were you consciously trying to be a TikTok star, or did you like stumble into it?
Yes, I was trying. I mean, obviously, like I'm a singer. Like I want to be known.
Right.
I want to be able to go do what I love and tour and all those things. But I mean, in the beginning, it was kind of like, I'm not going to say there was like shame around it, but it's like, it wasn't cool to be on TikTok. It was not like, you weren't like a loser if you were on it, but it was like, you weren't a cool kid necessarily.
Yeah.
A lot of like the outcast would be on there. And yeah, I mean, I definitely, in my head, I was like, I feel a little old to be on here. Like the guy that I was working with at TikTok who kind of was like, why don't you come make videos? He was like, we're trying to, like, we want the age to rise. Like we want it to be for like 20 somethings. I guess maybe for advertising. I don't know. I didn't sign an NDA, so hopefully I'm not throwing anyone under the bus. But so they were
nobody's gonna be able to find Jonathan after
right, exactly.
He's gone.
So like I knew that's what they wanted. And the first 6 months, it was just not really working. Like it was just like everyone was still young, and I was mid-20s, and then something really gelled like 6 or 8 months in. And like a video actually popped off. It was actually Coachella weekend. I did not go to Coachella. I had given up on the platform altogether. I was like, it's not working. I'm not getting anywhere. I posted a cover of Old Town Road.
Wow.
The Old Town Road.
Lil Nas X.
And it didn't do well at all. And I was like, okay, that was it. That was my good try. This was not going to be my Shawn Mendes moment because he blew up on Vine. And I was like, someone will be like the singer that rises from this app. And I gave up on that. And like a week later, I had the itch, and I was like, let me download the app again. And it had like 100,000 views and 10,000 likes. And I was like,
God.
Wow.
Okay. If I can get 10,000 likes, I can get 20. If I can get 20, I can get 100. And then I really just started like super committing. I actually did there was this weird era, I don't know what I was thinking, where I made it look like I had a twin.
What?
Like I would record.
You gotta fill us in on this.
Do you want to see the visual of it? I don't know if that's like I can just describe it.
We can find it. One of your TikToks?
If you're I think my phone's over there, but I'm happy to show. But anyway, I would basically like take the one frame and I would just make it look like I was here and there was a second one of me right behind me.
Oh, I remember when that was kind of popular too.
I think there was
doing like multiple.
Well, they finally made one that was like 3 of you. People did like a lot of dancing to it.
Yes.
This wasn't that. So like it was not the same motion twice. It was like overlaid videos. So like I could have 2 different personalities. One wore a bandana, like one wouldn't. And I wasn't trying to deceive anybody.
This.
I literally did it, and I wrote like in the caption, because there was like this one group, like there's like a brother and sister singing, and I made the caption like, when you want to sing with your sibling, like, you know, at, I think it was like Carlo Gutierrez, but you don't have a sibling. So it wasn't like, the intention wasn't like, I want you to think I have a twin, but people don't read the captions. So the comment section was like, they were debating like, which one was the better singer, which one was cuter, and I was like, it's really far back. It's like,
which one did they decide was cuter and the better singer? Bandana or no bandana?
You're getting close. I see you. A little bit further back.
Buttercup, baby, just to let me down, mess me around, and then worst of all, You never call, baby, when you say you will.
I think the one in the back sings better.
I think the one in the front. I think the one in the front is cuter. There was something about the way the one in the front looked up at the end.
But yeah, like I
The
tried
same
so
person,
many.
Becky.
I tried so many different things. Like I had like that bandana. There's no bandana in that one, but like I went through like an era of like all bandana videos, and people were like, "Oh, it's the singer with the red bandana on." Like I was just like, "Let me try something to like carve a like brand."
Yeah. Recognizability.
Yeah.
How many times a day do you post or go live? Because you
I
go
do
live
live
singing
shows twice
lot.
a week
Yeah.
for about the last almost 2 years. On Tuesdays, Fridays at 3:30 Pacific time for about 3 hours. Everyone should come. And then I post probably once or twice a week.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But I do those kitchen videos, and it's like
Yeah.
we'll do like 3 with somebody. So like I'll post one, and then everyone posts one themselves. So like on Instagram, I'll post like 3 times a week or 4 times, and then TikTok is just the singular one.
Oh, nice. Have you ever thought about transitioning to any like YouTube or any of the other apps that are out
The
there?
content is on all the platforms, but like in the same short form
Yeah.
words. But yeah, I mean, we've been talking about like, could we start doing like a little like section, like a little set thing in the kitchen after we shoot with these guest stars, like a little like
Yeah.
pseudo podcast meets. We're trying to figure that out.
Yeah. Like an after show.
Exactly, something that
Yeah.
like is non-singing content, but you know,
I'd
We're just-
watch that. That's fun.
I think it'd be
cute.
fun too. But we're brainstorming still.
Yeah. How do you guys operate? Do you operate as like a business, you and Anthony, or you're just solo
Just solos. Well,
people
these-
that collab
So
together?
we're not. So this is one of the most, I think, not understood things about what we do is we're not paid for any of that stuff. So like even like TikTok just got rid of their creator fund. They're switching to like a longer form one that for like people that do minute long videos plus, which basically means it was like $200 a month. It's nothing crazy. It's like you
Yeah.
can get 1 million views and get $20. So they stopped that. Instagram stopped their creator fund like 6 months ago. So the only one that even pays is YouTube, which is where I get the lowest viewership. And even that's like a car payment, which is fantastic, but it's like there isn't really a business to like divide. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you don't. We had a business entity for the ear candy group that I told you about
Oh, okay.
earlier. I think that was
Mhm.
because that obviously was like there was like a record label involved, and you know we had like a business manager. But this is I know we're just on a handshake and a prayer.
Yeah. Are there any other things that you think people either misunderstand about TikTokers or the TikTok business side of things or misconceptions?
Yeah, I think and this is super understandable because it's used for so many different purposes for different people. Like some people, it's just, I want to watch dog videos and cat videos. And other people, it's like, no, I'm trying to break into the film business, the music business, whatever it is, or I want to sell my custom made watches that I make or baby products, whatever it is. There's so many different, there's a mixed purpose to the app. So a lot of times people will like make comments being like, well, this isn't the music industry. And you're like, well, every song you know right now is because it was trending on TikTok. You know, Water, like the make me sweat, make me.
Oh, yeah.
That was not the right tune at all, but you know what song I'm talking about.
I could hear it.
Yeah, it's like if you know that song, it's because of TikTok, because of the trend that
Right.
went with it. So to say like it's not really the industry, so like don't take it so seriously, or like some people got really upset that we were working with like the Tori Kellys of the world, like branching out from just TikTok people, because there was a sense of one guy commented, like a pretty famous photographer in LA, and was like, why are you working with people that are below you? To Tori, and it was
my
like,
gosh.
Oh my God.
and it was like, she wanted to work with us, and we created great content together that everyone really, really liked. So I think the common misconception is that like it's not actually a business tool or part of marketing strategies, and that it's like somehow like chuggy or like cringe to take it seriously.
Yeah, that is a crazy misconception, I think, too, especially for music, because so many people, like, what's that guy? It's not Jake, but it's like GV.
Jake, yeah,
It's Jake,
I
right?
I say Jivica,
Yeah, Jivica.
and everyone's like, it's Jake. I'm like, I know.
That guy blew up on TikTok and then
Yeah.
was on like all the morning shows, and then that song was on the radio.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
is, I feel like music is actually one of the like easiest ways to see how people
Totally
turn
agree.
media, not traditional media, turn digital media into a more traditional career
Right,
path.
exactly.
Also, trivia question for you. Can you guess how tall Jivica is, Jake?
Jivica seems really tall.
He's
to
really
me.
tall.
So I'm gonna say 6'5".
What's your guess?
6'7".
If I remember correctly, he is 6'7".
What?
Isn't that
guessed it.
insane?
I need to go
That's
back
very
and watch
tall.
him sitting at the piano because he's got to be like
Yeah.
curled into a C shape
Yeah.
to get there.
I have. Do you know the artist Max? He was on.
Give us a little
I
ditty.
think he was on Rags. His big song is "Turn the Lights Down Low."
Oh, uh-huh.
Super nice guy. He's like, I don't know, like 5'6", 5'7", and there's a video of them like
Together.
standing
Oh my
up,
God,
and it's
that's
like
funny.
a foot apart. They did the "You, Me, on a face, but we don't see eye to eye"
Oh,
from High
yes.
School Musical, and like they
Yes,
stand
yes,
up, and it's like
That is so
over a foot
funny.
difference.
Whoa. I
Yeah.
would have never thought Jivika was that tall.
Yeah,
And good to know it's
Because I
Jake
hate that
now.
I'm
I had
saying
no
Jivika.
idea. I'm like,
Jake.
but people always get it. I'm like, you know that
Falseness.
artist
Yeah.
Jivika, and they're like, but you knew who I meant.
yeah.
You knew
Yeah.
exactly who I meant.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like music is the way to sort of bridge that gap between the
Yeah.
digital space.
Music
and
is
the,
all around us.
Yeah, traditional.
Music is how we
way.
decorate time.
Yeah, because before at like radio stations, didn't they just drop off like mixes and like agents would bring and pay for their songs to be on the radio?
Oh, yeah.
But now I feel like, well, maybe it is the same way with TikTok stars. I don't know how Jivika broke in, but
I don't know.
think that's popularity.
I mean, he also like he understands TikTok so well. He understands like so many people. Like I have so many friends that are pursuing music, even people that have big songs, like songs with like 500 million streams, and they don't necessarily understand how to use TikTok. And they're like, well, wasn't I really singing well in this video? And aren't the lyrics great? I'm like, absolutely. It's not the content. It's like the framing of it. Like no one wants to be sold the song. So like a lot of like, if someone does a video where like they're talking and they're not about music and they're talking about like, it's really hard to, cut off your parents. And then if you stitch that and you're like, I wrote a verse about this, people are immediately like, I want to hear a verse that you just wrote that relates to this video.
Oh yeah.
So I'm always like, it's not the content, it's like the framing or the context that you're giving it.
Yeah.
And that's what Jake understands so well because he makes everything into a sketch or a skit or some virally moment that you can cry about or laugh about. And he's really, really smart on the marketing side.
That's awesome.
And a great writer and a great pianist.
Yeah. I feel
among
like
other
that's
things.
a lot of content creators, especially with TikTok. I don't know if I would call anyone like an Instagram creator the way that people create on TikTok.
Yeah.
Is the best part of their content is it seems like there wasn't a lot of planning or thought, but in reality,
authentic. Yeah.
there is a ton.
Well, have you heard of the Gen Z shake?
No, what is that?
You heard of the millennial pause, right? So the Gen Z shake is, and you'll notice it from now on, I'm totally airing out no, it's not dirty laundry. People talk about it.
You're exposing
You'll see,
Gen Z.
The video will start like they're like putting the phone on the counter and it's starting in the middle of them talking. Like as if they didn't even wait for the button to start recording. And then they're like, anyway, so you know what I mean? And they like toss their hair or something. So it seems very like they just grabbed it. But it's like they did that 13 times to get that take.
Yeah.
Right,
But-
right.
Whoa. Now I'm going to look out for that.
But people respond so well to things feeling like you didn't try at all.
Off the cuff.
Off the cuff. That's the right word. Yeah.
Someone who definitely comes to mind who was on The Tripod is Chris Olsen.
Oh
His
yeah.
videos constantly. I'm like, how many times did you do this? I know it can't be the first time you did it. I mean, you struck gold if it was the first time you did
Yeah.
it. But
I mean,
they
he is
just
such a
seem
pro now.
so real.
Yeah, I mean, he's such a pro now that like I would not be surprised if he's gotten it down to like a handful of takes. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's-
Cool.
yeah.
Actor.
Actor.
It's acting.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like a Boco musical theater graduate.
Yes. Yeah.
As is so many people. It's like Nicki Minaj is like a musical theater kid.
What?
Went to the performing arts school in New York. So it's like
The one that Timothy Chalamet went to?
LaGuardia.
Wow.
So many people come from musical theater backgrounds.
How do you respond to weird comments during your shows?
On my live streams?
Yeah.
Weird or mean?
Both.
Let's do
Okay.
both. Also, what's the weirdest comment you've
Yeah.
ever gotten?
And what's the meanest?
Ooh.
Then you have to say what the weirdest and the meanest that you've ever gotten is.
I don't know. I don't read any comments.
I'll send you some. No, just kidding.
I'm sure you will. Actually, my friend Dorian, if there's anything that's extreme, she always sends them to me. She's like, have you seen this? I'm like, no, I haven't seen this.
Meanest is
You don't actually have to give us your meanest.
I'm trying to think like I can't think of a specific one, but
He's like, no one's mean.
no, people are mean.
We're
have 5
we're
moderators.
on the internet.
Do you?
Because I'll have in one night, I'll have up to 70,000 people come through in about 3 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, you
So,
gotta
like,
have someone watching.
You gotta have somebody watching because people will just, okay, this is mean, but also kind of funny now that it's done.
Okay.
Here's the thing. It's a game of whack-a-mole because if you call someone out, you're giving life to it. And then you've got so many 12-year-olds that are like, I want to get attention too. So one person sent tomatoes while I was singing. And I was like, that's really rude. And one of my moderators immediately blocked it. A minute later, they come back with 4 of their friends on their TikTok. Is that what we decided to call it? Still sounds like a curse word. And they came back and all of them, tomatoes, all of them. And my moderators are just like, they're like handling it really fast. And like 10 minutes later, again, they're like, you thought you'd get rid of us? Like 20 people, tomatoes. So in the moment I'm trying to do a show.
What do tomatoes do on TikTok?
Nothing. It's
No,
just
it's
the
just
emoji.
tomato, like
just the
throwing
emoji.
tomatoes.
Tomato.
Well, I knew that, but I didn't know if it was like
It takes money out from it. You think it's like a net.
done something.
It
It
goes
like
into
does
his
something
bank
to you. You
account
know?
and it takes
Like it splats on the
$5.
screen or something. you know?
Jonathan can
God,
post for
don't do
2
that.
hours after he gets
Right.
a tomato.
Yeah.
So that's probably that's like a fun one. In the moment it wasn't so fun, but like now it's fine.
Well, yeah, and it's also like that's
Rude.
a lot of time. Those people have a lot of time on their hands.
They do.
For those tomatoes.
They do.
And they chose to spend their time with you. Okay.
You know what? When I give my spiel at the end of my set where I'm like, thank you for spending your time with me. There's a lot of choices that you have when you're deciding what to do with your evening. So thank you for watching my live stream. I am also talking to the haters because
Yeah.
your
They
engagement.
chose to hate you.
Well, they.
Matt. Okay, I feel like we also have to preface now. They're friends outside of this.
yeah.
We didn't meet Jonathan on the street. They're friends.
We just get along really well or really terribly, whatever how you define that. I don't know what I was talking about.
You were talking about how the haters choose to spend their time with you.
They do, but here's the thing. Comments are comments. The algorithm does not discriminate. They're like, people are commenting. They want to be seen. They,
Views of you.
Of views of you. Of views of you.
So I saw a comment on one of your streams this past week that was weird.
Matt was asking.
He's the one sending tomatoes.
It was actually me.
I
I was being the mean one.
Matt's like, what are any weird comments you've ever gotten? Thank you for answering. Here's 3
Like,
weird
this was
comments
just, like,
I
a
found by
weird one.
myself.
Here are some mean ones that I
It's
read
like-
about you.
It was kind of nice, but also weird. And I forgot what his handle was. It was
Jonathan
like
is scared.
it was like nose lover 1315 or something. And he was like, you have a nice nose, by the way, and then like kissy face.
So
You know him.
I don't know who they are.
Okay, I guess
But they are a regular attendee,
Okay.
and they will just spam that message until I say, thanks. And it happens very often.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Is there like wiki
You have-
feet for noses?
You have a nice nose.
probably.
You have a very straight. Your nose is very straight.
Thank you. It's my mom has a slightly upturned nose and my dad has a slightly downturned nose, and I got right in the middle.
Oh.
Genetics.
Yeah, it is genetics. But when people are like, your teeth, I love your teeth, I'm like, thank you. My parents paid a fortune for them.
Yeah, right. You do have very straight teeth.
Thank you. My parents paid a fortune for them.
Now that you say that.
I was in braces for 6 years on and off.
Oh.
Yeah, I had like a palate expander and everything with like the key that they like.
I had that.
Did
But I
you?
didn't have braces.
Can't tell.
I have a big mouth.
None of Matt's faces were on.
I'm actually all synthetic.
Oh.
That's why I look so good for 95.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sing Death Becomes Her. That's Matt.
Your head rolls off.
Yeah.
I was actually the
Careful if you trip.
inspiration for that
Oh.
movie. You're welcome.
The
You're
muse.
Wow.
welcome.
Meryl Streep did a character study on you.
Well, yeah, she's one of my best friends.
I love that.
Let's do one more audience question.
Okay.
And it's about vocal lessons.
I like that teacher
Okay.
one. I thought that one was nice. Is
So
this the teacher
you've
one?
obviously had vocal instructors
I have.
in life. So have you had a favorite one? Like, what do you look for in a vocal instructor? What do you try to stay away from? Has your needs for vocal instruction changed over time?
Yes.
There were a bunch of questions.
There were
about
a lot of really good questions in that. Maybe do you
Yeah.
want to like read me the very first one and I'll try and take them bit by bit?
that. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Part 1.
So who was your favorite vocal coach?
So
You've ever
I
had.
actually had this outside of college where they like give you a teacher, whether you want one or not, or like them or not, or respect them or not.
Ouch. Ouch.
I had one teacher from about the age of 12 till about 2 years ago that I was with the whole time. We no longer speak. So that's unfortunate. We started also writing songs together, working together, and then during the pandemic, we were in the same house together because we're like, well, we'll get drums and piano, and we'll make music the whole time, and it took its toll.
Feels
on the
kind of
dynamic.
weird.
Huh?
Feels kind of weird.
Yeah, and there's also like when you meet someone at 12,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's so mentee mentor, and like
Yeah.
I only saw him maybe once a month until I was like 23, and then we started working together more regularly.
Yeah.
And it just kind of started to feel like I don't know, like chicken or the egg. I don't know if it's you can't let me grow up, or in front of you I will never feel like an adult just because I've known you for so long. I don't know which one it was, but eventually it just became this is not helping either of us. So I stopped working with them, but I was with them for, what is that, 15-ish years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Long time.
And now I am just taking a breather.
You're alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alone.
Are there
You're
any
alone.
things you look for? Like for me, I can relate this back to like when I was acting, there were a lot of like scammy classes or scammy teachers that you could go to.
Yeah.
And you kind of had to fish out which ones were more legit than others or were sort of better instructors than others. Do you have any tips out there for people looking for a vocal coach?
I mean, obviously reference, like ask your friends, like who are they with? Especially like your friends that you're like, I really like how you sound, or you can sing a 3-hour set. That's amazing. Like, look at the source of where you're, like what pond are you going to look for the teachers? I think another important thing is like, I fully believe that there are female teachers that can teach males and vice versa. But if you're betting on it, like if I'm a tenor, I should probably work with someone who is also a tenor because they more likely are going to know what I'm going through. I was actually talking to a friend who was like, I was going through puberty and I had a female teacher and I just never felt like they totally understood what was happening to my voice. And I was like, well, yeah, I mean, how could they? I never went through that exact thing. Like even if they understand the mechanics of it, they never had the mental part of it. Because as a boy, like when you, like I was a musical theater boy and it's like, I remember being 12 or 13 and I remember like being in the shower crying, being like, please God, just don't let my voice change. Like give another year. Because I was like, what's going to happen? Like, what am I going to sound like?
Yeah.
It's so scary.
How
Yeah.
drastically does your I don't know anything about puberty. Male
It
puberty.
gets squeaky.
Yeah.
Squeaky. What's really interesting is a lot of times like the boys that are super high sopranos become basses. And the boys that are more like altos become tenors.
What does it physically feel like when that's happening to you? Like if let's say you're singing, you're like 12 years old.
Yeah.
You're going through puberty. You're going for that high note. It just cracks. Do
I
you
think
like
it's-
feel it in your throat?
I don't think that's so much that you feel it. I think it's more of like it messes
You don't
with
have
your
control.
Yeah. It's kind of like,
It's like your voice is out of control.
it's like if I put you like in a blind, I love metaphors. Hopefully this one works.
love.
If I put you like in a blindfold in this space, like this space pretty well,
Yeah.
you could probably get around pretty well. But at the same time, at every time you're like, is that bench going to be right there? Is it going to be there? Like, I just don't know how it's going to fall. So I think a lot of it was just like, you're just fingers crossed that it works the way that it did. Like, I know boys that were doing like a show. They're playing like Peter Pan and they're like, my voice is changing. And this show is another month long. And like by the last performance, they like couldn't sing it anymore.
Oh.
So that
Then what do
takes
you
a mental-
do? What do you do when that happens?
Change the octave, make different
wow.
notes,
Replaced.
replaced at the
They're
local
getting
community
replaced.
production.
Yeah.
They're getting replaced.
Matt's
They bring in
kicking
a
out the
ringer.
community
Honestly, they probably
college
should replace you with like an
kids.
adult woman.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
point.
hey, Mary Martin.
Yeah.
Right.
I used to love the Peter Pan stage version.
Yeah.
Mary Martin, it was a woman. That was Peter Pan.
More sustainable.
Beautiful.
Because like with Billy Elliot, like they were going through boys like every 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause they have to be like
Crazy.
14 and
Yeah.
sing still really high. And you're like, I wanted to be Billy Elliot so badly. So badly. So.
What are you saying that you look for or stay away from in a vocal coach?
Yeah, what's a big red flag?
Okay, for me, I'm so nervous to say things because people can be like, but I don't agree with that. I'm not a vocal teacher. Let's just give that little disclosure at the top. One of the things that I would probably ask immediately is what breathing system do you subscribe to? Because the two primary ones would be like the Italian breathing system or the Germanic. And if they say Germanic, I'm not a fan.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, so I know that's
He
a
likes
very-
Italian instead.
That's very well. Italian is kind of like what I think most people naturally do, which is like you take a deep breath and then as you sing, you're like, shh, like you're like pushing up and your stomach's going in. Germanic is like hold it out and like fight against it, which is just is not very.
I'm trying to do it right now.
And I was like, like try and keep the stomach
Abracadabra.
out as you.
I mean, post-pregnancy, it's a little easier to release that way.
Anyway, that's a super like technical thing. That's probably, and also just like how with like their temperament. Like my former teacher was very catered to adults and would be very like they would drop certain curse words in the first like 10 minutes just to see like, do you blink? Because if you do, you're probably not the right person for me.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Kind of like Whiplash, the movie.
Yeah, and see how they respond. So like if you're someone that like I really want someone that's really gentle, very appropriate. So like just keep an eye, like write down like your expectations for what you want out of a teacher. Some people just want to go and sing with somebody. They really want just a pianist, but they think, well, to have a pianist, I need to be in a vocal lesson. It's like, no, you can just hire a pianist.
Yeah.
It's cheaper and you can sing all you want.
Yeah.
That's actually really good advice for like any job. They like write down what you want.
Yeah.
Or life.
Yeah.
Write
And
down
run it
what
by
you
the
want.
Structure your
teacher.
thoughts.
It's
A
like
trial.
therapy, right? It's like with therapy.
Yeah.
You try different people to see what works. Same thing with voice teachers. You don't have to
See
be
what
hemmed in.
meshes.
What?
What mesh? I can't talk.
Oh, if you can mesh? Yeah,
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
mesh. Yeah.
I thought you were saying like mess and you just
I thought you
Messes.
said
Tripping
mess
over
too,
it.
and I was like, you're a
Meshes.
messes.
My meshes.
See if
Your
you mesh with
meshes.
them or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Love that.
Hopefully that wasn't
Good
okay.
advice.
I think that was really good advice. I
Yeah.
think that's helpful.
Thank you for I like the moral support. Thank you so
got
much.
you.
I feel very supported here.
Yeah, I'm
Great-
here. What's that
great
cheerleader
advice.
song? Oh, I think that if I
Myself a cheer. I thought you were gonna be like 1, 2, 3,
I know, me
4.
too.
And I was like, I did not do cheer. I don't know.
Some toros. Toros.
Yeah. Roll call. They call me Whitney.
So here's another question from our audience
Okay.
asking you for advice.
I don't
One
trust
of your
this look on
fans.
your face. I do not trust this look on your
They
face.
said, I'm a teacher who is struggling with my voice. Any advice on how to take care of your voice or special warm-ups?
Ooh. I've never been a teacher, so I'm not going to pretend to know all the struggles of being a teacher. Let's get that out of the way first. But
Teachers probably sound like they're like talking a lot. in
they
front
are.
of, like lots of people, so they have to be loud.
Always
Yeah.
performing.
So my thought would be, I think of my voice as like, it's like got like a battery, right? It's like, what's going to spend the battery quickly? So I would look at things in addition to how you're actually speaking or singing, probably speaking if you're a teacher. Well, maybe you're a kindergarten teacher and you sing a lot. I don't know.
Sure.
But like, I have a lot of teacher friends who love a glass or 5 at the end of the day because like the kids are just so insane. So like you might be having acid
De-stressing,
you might be having
de-stressing.
acid
Oh,
reflux.
yeah.
So like make sure like if you're having that issue, that's like literally singeing your cords with acid. It's gonna like decrease the battery so much to start with. So like give yourself that advantage, take the medication or don't drink as much at night, whatever is best for you. Acidic foods, have a humidifier in your house because if you're just breathing dry air all night, that's not helping. And then in the room, I had teachers that had like these little like lanyards with a microphone on it and they had like a Bluetooth speaker so they could like talk a little bit more quietly and then it's just like blasting in the space.
They just whisper and it's like, boom.
I
yeah,
love
so you can do
that.
that. Also, I feel like a lot of teachers.
Becky's going to get for her house. She's going to say it.
Yes.
She's going to talk to everyone in every room.
Keith, Grandpa Barry.
I
Hello.
also, I'm like trying to remember. What else could you do? Oh, think of it like you're sighing like a Disney princess and then you talk up here. It's a lot less hard. It's a lot less hard on your voice. So like if you're getting voice therapy, not therapy like on a couch, therapy like voice speech therapy. No, like you can talk up here. It's easier on your voice. Now, obviously, if you're trying to command a room of people, you can't really, hey guys, quiet down. Like I get that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you're like always like this, then all of a sudden you're like, hey, quiet down. That'd be way scarier.
Oh.
To go from like
That was
sweet,
scary.
You
So
know what
scary.
I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you could make like like
T. Oh,
you
like
clap.
a,
So
like
use
a call and
other
response.
devices.
exactly like you can create
Yeah.
something
Call
that
and
where you're not
response.
always going to like quiet. You can just be like I don't know. Maybe you like Cardi B and you're like bongos. And they're
Yeah.
like bongos. I don't know.
I've seen that on TikTok when teachers do that. It's really cute.
It's a great way to like save your voice because like the kids will quiet up immediately because they're having fun with it as opposed to being like shut up. There's a lot of ideas in there.
That's a good, yeah, those are good ideas.
Hopefully one of those works.
I love that.
And if not,
Beautiful
don't,
journey.
Don't hate
Teacher,
me.
teacher. Good
Yeah.
luck, teacher.
If not, comment below with
Oh,
a bunch of
Captain, my captain.
tomatoes.
Yeah.
No.
How do I improve my harmonizing?
Am I harmonizing, specifically harmonizing?
Jonathan, can you
Yeah.
harmonize with anything? If Matt and I made a note, would you harmonize with us?
Yeah. Can't promise it'll be good.
Ready?
Yeah.
Are you going to do
We're both going to do it and
We're
it'll
going to
be
do
a
the
weird
same
thing.
bad note and then you're okay, yeah.
Wait, why don't
Or
you
we'll
pick a
do
note
different
first?
notes and then
Okay.
we'll.
I'll do the first note since I don't know how to do anything.
Okay.
Ooh.
That really made it sound good.
Oh, wow.
We're singers.
I
Sort
love
of
that.
triplet, you know?
Are you guys looking for new talent in your
Always.
TikToks?
Always. Will you bring Henry?
100%.
Perfect.
100%.
Henry loves to sing.
Henry loves
There
to
you go.
sing.
Love
It's
that.
a little, I would say he's not so nice on his vocal cords. It's more of a than a
Great. I'm hearing that he has a lot of artistry.
He does, and a lot
Yeah.
of passion.
Lot of
Lot
passion.
of passion.
Guttural.
Very
Like, yeah, yeah.
guttural. Very food motivated.
Very food motivated.
So
Okay.
hopefully
Easy to
there's
We make
train
videos in the
that way.
kitchen.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
But to actually improve harmonizing, to
yeah.
actually answer the question,
Yeah.
I mean,
How
I
do you
feel
improve
like
your harmonizing?
I don't have a great answer. I would just say like, okay. Pick a band that's got a lot of harmonies. I'm thinking like, I don't know, like the Eagles. I'm trying to think of like a band that's like Hotel California. What band is that? Someone, don't kill me in the comments.
Living it up in the hotel.
Pick a band.
Eagles. Isn't that
Pick
the
a
Eagles?
band that's got a lot of harmonies that you can hear. A lot of country people have it, like Rascal Flats,
Oh,
Dan and Shay,
okay, yeah.
and just sing along with them because there's already a harmony line going. That's
I
probably my
love that.
best bet.
Oh.
Maybe.
How do you, isn't there, I
the
think Keith
Eagles.
was trying to
You're
teach me to
right.
harmonize. And then it's like do, re, mi, or no, it's, oh my gosh, that one song, a Wimawet maybe? Is like teaches you
Like
how
a
to
weem
harmonize?
away, a weem away, a weem away.
Oh, but, or is it,
In-
it's like, what is harmonizing, I guess?
So it would be, if there's like whatever the melody line is, picking a note that complements it, that is in the chord of the song.
Okay.
There we
That's
go.
right.
There we go. That felt like a very legitimate answer.
You're the musician. We're going to believe anything you say.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could probably, I'm trying to like think off the top of my head, but you could probably do like, if you know like intervals, like a major third would be like a doorbell. Ding dong. So that's a third. You could like
okay.
press the first note and sing a third above it and then just go up a half step and raise your voice a half step and just get used to the feeling of raising it in equal distance to what you're playing on the next.
Interesting.
I think could be a good way of doing it. Again, not a
Yeah.
teacher, can't promise it'll work, but using
None
my
of us
brain,
are musicians,
using my
so.
brain noggin right now. That's
All
my
your
best
skills.
guess.
Yes. All right. So here's another question.
Okay.
I've recently moved into a new city and I found it difficult to meet new people. When you moved to LA, how did you make friends as an adult?
Definitely tricky. I can only speak from my personal experience. Basically, I actually released a song called Say Yes. And around that same time, I was very like, I need to live by this. Like, I need to just start saying yes to things, even if I don't think I'm going to enjoy it.
Yes to the dress.
Yes to the dress. Okay, the caveat is don't say yes to crazy. Like, don't. You know
Within
what I mean?
reason.
Within reason. Like if someone's like, come to a party, and you're like, I don't really like partying. Go to the party. You don't know who you're gonna meet.
That's true.
So say yes to things. One of the things that I did that I said yes to. So I grew up in Christian schooling, have my religious trauma that I've unpacked with a lovely therapist, not a voice therapist,
Yeah.
a couch therapist.
Shocked in the high voice.
Exactly. She's like, tell me about your no. And I was out here and I met a girl who was like, I go to this like big church thing out here. It's like 1,500 people. Bieber's usually there. And I was like, okay, that sounds kind of cool. And she's like, do you want to come? I was like, I'm not really religious anymore. She was like, well, it's okay. A lot of people aren't. Like, it's very like intro level kind of stuff because the guy that works there is very aware that it's like a lot of people are coming in the door because they heard Bieber's there. Like he tailors it to like a
It is
very
Scientology.
Are you describing Hillsong right now?
a church home.
Okay.
Church
like-
home?
Similar. Now here's the thing.
I was going to say
Hillsong.
mosaic or
No,
whatever
That's
it is.
fine. You can cut all of this, but the point that I'm getting at is I opened that door again to like the spiritual, what do I think?
Yeah.
And for about a year I ended up joining like the host team there, the worship team, and I made a bunch of friends. And then at a certain point I went, I don't feel like I'm being authentic by being here anymore. I've given it a good try again and I'm going to step away. But I had some really good friends from that. I was actually in one of the girls' weddings and I'm still close with two of the guys. I was actually at a concert last week that I was invited to and I got to meet the artist, and backstage her photographer walks up and goes, oh, I know Ethan and Weston, who I met there as well. So it's like, I said yes. I made some friends. For about a year, I had a community thing where once a week I was meeting with people. And afterwards, we'd go to like Mel's Diner. A lot of them were musicians and actors. And it was a very unusual thing that I normally wouldn't say yes to. And because I did, I was way less isolated. And I made
That's
great
true.
friends. But you can also do like, there's sports leagues out here. Just type in like Los Angeles Pottery Club or whatever you like and you'll find something.
Yeah. Look
Say
for a
yes.
community and say
Exactly.
yes.
Say yes.
But that was
Say
my
yes.
personal experience, which was I did not predict that I was going to do that.
I love that vibe. Say yes within
Say
reason.
yes.
Say yes.
Within reason.
Say no to bad
Say
things.
no to really bad
Say
things.
yes.
Say no to really bad
But
things.
don't get crazy.
Right.
Well,
Nothing that puts your life at harm.
yeah. There's the asterisk.
Exactly.
Well, Jonathan, we're very glad that you said yes to this podcast.
As am I.
and to being with us and sitting with us.
Yeah.
Where can all of the people find you on all of the socials?
On all the socials. So I'm most active on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. I believe it's at Jonathan Tilkin on all of them. Maybe YouTube might be Jonathan Tilkin Official, but if you just type my name, you'll find it. I do live streams Tuesday, Fridays, which everyone is always welcome to for about 3 hours.
Love. Any big collabs coming up that people should keep an eye out for, or
yeah,
any new
what's on the
music on the
horizon?
horizon?
So I'm in production mode for like an EP. My goal is to write between 15 and 20 songs and then pick the best 5. I'm up to, I think, 12 or 13.
That's a lot
Dang.
of songs.
Yeah.
20
yeah.
songs?
Yeah, and then pick like the best 5.
Yeah, that's a
It's
lot
really
of songs.
another big
Yeesh.
misconception. Sorry, I know that we're wrapping up, but another
No,
big
you're fine.
misconception is that people don't understand. People, why don't you release more music? I'm like, it's really expensive to make music. Like,
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
after you write it, like a producer can be anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000, and for like like the Ariana Grande, Taylor Swifts of the world, that can be tens and tens of thousands.
Oh, yeah,
So
the studio
yeah.
time.
yeah, in the studio time. I mean, luckily I have a
You're
studio
going to
in my
have
own
other
house.
artists, instrumentalists.
Exactly.
All that. Yeah, it adds up
And
really
then
fast.
and then the more that the cheaper that they make it for you, the more they're going to take on the back end, like points wise. So like if you only are paying the lowest rate, they're going to take 50% of the song maybe. So which is great if you're independent because
Like
it means
Shark
that-
Tank.
Exactly.
They're gonna
Like
want more.
like Shark Tank.
They're gonna want more. If they're giving more money, they're gonna want more stake. If they're giving less money, they'll take less stake.
Exactly. So that's why I'm dead set on like I want to do a bunch of songs. I've released so many singles and they all felt a little disjointed, and I was like, I don't want to abandon a lane again. So I'm like, let me write a full project, even if I only release them as singles. I want to be like committed to this lane. And so yeah, that's why I'm doing like 15 to 20 songs.
So you're going to have an album release party. That's what I'm
Hopefully.
hearing.
Are we invited?
Yeah, will you come?
Yeah, obviously.
Perfect. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
We're there.
We do have one last request of you, and this is really putting you on the spot. So
Okay.
you might want to take a sip of water. So we usually end our podcast by
Yeah.
thanking everyone for sitting with us, reminding them like to be nice,
Yeah.
be after sex, vote, get vaccinated.
I love that.
Really all these like wonderful, nice things.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be fun, since we have a professional singer here,
yeah.
if you would maybe
Oh.
sing that to our audience?
Anyone in specific or
Any melody.
anything.
All of them.
all of those things?
All of them, anything. We could tee you up for him. Should I write it down?
You can write them down. Yeah.
Let's write it down.
All right. You're also showing that you're like, can you write a good song on the spot? We're gonna find out.
You can do a couple, and you can also like do like 2 or 3 takes if you want to do 2
Yeah.
or 3 takes, and
Yeah.
we'll cut
You
it
can-
and make it look like one.
We're
if you
gonna
want
try and do
one.
this in one
Okay.
take.
Just one take. Don't worry.
Whoa. Expert level.
You guys want to snap with me?
Matt.
No, this is groovy. This is groovy.
Okay.
Oh.
You are the worst.
I know he's trying to go in a weird way.
Okay, yeah. Don't start snapping off beat now. So let's do like, thank you for listening, and remember to pee after sex. Go ahead and vote. Be nice to people, and we'll see you next week. Oh my
Amazing.
I loved that.
All right, great.
That was so good.
That's a real song.
Oh my god! I was like, should we just start using that?
Yeah, we were gonna like have that as well.
Yeah.
I got a little lost at the end, but I feel like it started like the groove was good to start with. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So
You're
we're
welcome
actually
for that.
gonna say, okay, well,
Oh yeah.
we just say bye.
And bye.
Bye.